afternoon to everyone. Welcome to all for the e-Colloquium third day session organized by Library and Information Center, New Horizon Educational Institution. Today's topic is Web Decay and Internet Archives by Dr. B.T. Sampath Kumar. Dr. B.T. Sampath Kumar is a professor in the Department of Studies and Research in Library and Information Science, Tumkur University, Tumkur. He has the rare distinction of achieving first rank in MSc Library and Information Science and receiving gold medal. He pursued his PhD degree from Kumar University and also obtained postgraduate diploma in computer science from University of Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. B.T. Sampath Kumar has published more than 140 research papers in international and national reputed journals and seminars and conference proceedings. He has received ILA PV Varghese Award for the best research paper published in ILA Bulletin. He also received Best Academic LIS Professional Award by Library Professional Association during International Kola 2019 at Sardar Patel University, Gujarat. He is serving as a Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Tumkur University, Director, College Development Council, Tumkur University, and Librarian in Charge, University Library, Tumkur University, Tumkur. He is also Syndicate and Academic Council member of Tumkur University. His interested areas of research are application of information technology in library services, World Wide Web resource and their evaluation, search engines, webometrics, web designing, and internet use. Welcome you, sir. Dr. B.T. Sampath Kumar, welcome you. On behalf of New Horizon Education Institution, I welcome you for this today's session. Over to Dr. B.T. Sampath Kumar.
Hello, can you see?
Yes, Sampath. Welcome to you.
Yes.
So I already introduced your profile. So please start.
Extremely sorry for the inconvenience because of the poor network connectivity. So
quite natural.
We started.
Please go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Very good afternoon to all. Let me thank Aditya Rai for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my views on Web Decay and Internet Archive. Today, I will speak first on the topic Web Decay. So later, I will focus on Internet Archive. I know very well you are all from the engineering college. You know better than me related to Web Decay as well as Internet Archive. Anyhow, as a professor of library and information science, and we have worked in this area for more than 20 years about Internet Archive. So I would like to share some of my ideas with my learned colleagues. As we know very well, Internet is the eighth wonder of the earth, in my opinion, because it's a network of networks, and moreover, it's an information highway where we can send any information from one end to another end. And also, we can say it is an ocean of information. Nobody knows what is available in the ocean, because if anybody asks what's there in the ocean, it's unimaginable to say this much of fishes or crocodiles or something is available in the ocean. In the same way, in the internet, nobody say how many computers are connected and what is available on the internet. So simply, internet is an ocean of information. In other words, it's a global computer network providing variety of information sources as the services to the users. You may use the internet for sending mail, or you may use internet for chatting, video conferencing, social networking sites. So the internet, a very complex and revolutionary invention of 1960s, of course you know very well. It has played a key role in rapid access of information across the globe. But the adoption of web-based technology, so this is very important. The adoption of web-based technology for publishing, for publishing information has increased the availability of electronic information over the web. So therefore, today, the web is most popular among the researchers, faculty members, students, and scholarly community. Become considered as important means or important source of information for locating as well as sharing the scientific information in the scholarly world. And present day researchers have been increasingly citing the web resources, or we can say simply URLs in their scholarly publications. Of course, as teachers, you know very well, most of your students, most of your research scholars might have cited the web resources as references in their dissertations, in their assignments, or even seminars. So for example, here there is a list of references cited used by the student, where he has used many web resources because the availability of these web resources on the internet. So let us see. So use of web sources as citations. As I told a couple of minutes back, use of web sources have become common in journal articles. Whenever you turn the pages of a journal article, definitely you can see more number of web citations even compared to the print citations. Okay, even in case of concept papers, people easily figure out more number of web sources as compared to the print sources. Even in thesis, we have seen more number of web resources, and dissertations, students' projects and assignments, we can see more number of web citations. A plethora of literature is available on the use of sources as citations in scholarly journals. Recently, we have explored many studies on the use of web citations in scholarly journal articles. So between 2011 to 2019, we have identified various studies, and we found that many research scholars or scholarly community are increasingly using web sources as citations in their scholarly work. For instance, in the year 2011, Mardani conducted a study, and he found that more than 20% of the references are web resources. So this shows that the people today are heavily depending on web citations because of various reasons. I will tell you later why the people are using web citations as references in their scholarly communication. So in the year 2011, another study by Tajandini, so where he found nearly 11% of the references are web citations. Of course, we too did various studies on this area. And in the year 2012, as you can see in the slide, Sampath Kumar as Manoj Kumar is my student who worked for his research. In the year 2014, he submitted his thesis, and he found that nearly 18% of the references are web citations. And in the by Prithviraj here, Sampath Kumar Prithviraj, and where he also found nearly 36% of the references are web citations. So this clearly shows that today the scholarly community is heavily depending on the web citations, and they're going to cite these web citations are web resources in the scholarly articles like journal articles, conference papers, theses, dissertations, and of course students are also using these web sources in their projects and assignments. So this clearly shows the people are heavily depending on web sources, and they're treating the web sources as major source of information for citing the information sources. Let us see why the people are using web sources. Okay, one is the popularity of web sources among the academic and scientific community. The popularity has been increased, and moreover, the most of the articles or even books are available online. Today, if you open Google Scholar, you can download n number of articles for free of cost. So DOAJ, Director of Open Access Journals, it's a gateway where the people can access n number of articles for free of cost. So because of the open access publications today, the students or research community or the student or even faculty members can easily access the online sources, and they are using the online sources as source of information in the reference list. So the most of the articles today are available online. Most of the books are available online. You might have heard about DOAJ as well as DOAB, Directory of Open Access Journals and Directory of Open Access Books, where you can download many books for free of cost. So when you read a book online, so definitely you will cite the same in your article, in your journal article, or in your conference paper. That shows that most of the articles today are available online. So this may be the reason for the increase in the use of web sources as citations. And moreover, compared to print sources, and we feel that citing a web source is very easy, and accessing the web sources is very easy for a scholar. Download any book, because instead of going to library for searching for a book, what he can do, he can open his laptop and he can access any article from the internet or from the web. So it's very easy. I mean, web sources are very easy to access and very easy to find from the internet. And moreover, they are available 24/7 for free of cost. I won't say all the articles, all the books are available for free of cost, but most of the articles definitely you can access for free of cost. And we have we can also have latest information at your fingertips. And other side, the web sources have their own problems, which is like a double-edged sword. In spite of its popularity, I mean web popularity, the web has its own disadvantages and problems. I will say what are the problems or disadvantages of the websites or web sources. One thing is some websites simply remove as their website domain expires. Okay, so I think you know very well. Automatically, it may expire from the internet because the website domain name, because it has been removed. In some other cases, the web pages are removed from the web by the webmaster. So that's the person who designed the website. Because of some reasons, definitely he will remove his own website from the internet. Definitely you cannot access the same website again. So that's another reason. And some websites are designed with a new file structure. Then you cannot access the original file. So these are the different problems normally we face in the World Wide Web. So one website, if the one website is disappeared from the web, definitely as a research scholar, I feel very difficult to access the same web from the internet. And some websites may move to the new online locations. Normally the URL may be changed from one to another. So then he cannot access the same with the old location. And another reason is the content may be removed from the web because the information is no longer relevant or correct. See, I have access to my website where I have got some information from that website. Later, the content might have changed. When I open the same website, the same content may not be available. So this is another reason. And maybe the most popularly, the most common problem in web is the typographical errors associated while citing the URL. If the URL is so lengthy, then it is very difficult to type the same URL in the article. Okay. So for that, what we have to do, we have to copy and we have to paste it. Sometimes the server is made offline for maintenance, then you cannot access the website. It causes a temporary inaccessibility of the web sources. And moreover, the network problem at client side or at the server side. This disappearance of website over a period of time is referred as web decay. So this is the concept I wanted to tell you today. So for example, this is the article I have used in my article. So detecting fake accounts on Twitter, social networking using multi-objective hybrid feature selection approach. See, I felt that this is the article which is very much related to my article. For that, what I have done, I have reviewed the article. I have used this article as citation in my reference list. After some time, if it is decayed, then I cannot access the same. So this is the problem what we face in the World Wide Web. So that is called web decay. So let us see what exactly web decay. A decay is the state or process of rotting or decomposition. It's a general definition normally we see about a decay. A decay is the state or process of rotting or decomposition. So I think you know very well. So if you keep an apple for a day, definitely you can use it. If you keep the same apple for 1 month or 2 months, definitely it will be decayed. It's called decomposed. So this is called a decay. Of course, beauty also, it will be decomposed. This is a state or a process of rotting or decomposition. Okay. So what is web decay? Web decay refers to a process whereby the web source or a website disappears over a period of time. Okay. I have referred this website and I have used that website and I have put the text in my article. Because of that, I have cited the same in my reference list. After some time, if I visit the same website, I may not access because it is not accessible. So what I feel, that website has been decayed, that website has been rotted, or that website has been decomposed. So web decay refers to a process whereby the web source disappears or it becomes inactive after over a period of time. That is called web decay. So here I won't speak on the technical issues of the web decay. I only tell the applications of the web archives as well as what exactly web decay, because we mainly focus how we can make use of this internet archive to recover the decayed web citations. On that area we have worked for many years, and I would like to share the same with you people. So when we consider a website, there are two types of websites. One is accessible website or active website. Another is inactive or missing websites. Let us see what exactly accessible or active website. Active website or accessible website is a website where the URL of the website is valid, the URL, universal resource locator of the website is valid, and it can be accessed on the internet using a web browser. Web browser is a program which can be used to browse any information from the internet. So accessible or active website is a URL where it is valid, you can access the content of the website using the web browser. So that is called accessible or active website. So a couple of days back I was searching for New Horizon of College of Engineering, so where I got this URL, New Horizon India.edu. So when I enter the URL in the web browser, definitely I will get the website. So I feel it's accessible, it is active. So URL of the website is valid because I can access it, and it can be accessible on the internet using a web browser. So what is a missing website? Okay, a missing website is one that returns with an HTTP error message, hypertext transfer protocol error message, when its URL is entered in web browser or W3C link checker. So this is called missing website. I mean, the website cannot be accessed by the end users. Moreover, we will get the errors, HTTP errors. So a missing website is one that returns with an HTTP error message when its URL is entered in web browser or even W3C link checker. I will tell you what exactly is W3C link checker. One, why we have to use W3C link checker to check the availability of the website. And moreover, we will say when the website is not accessed, then it is called missing website or vanished website or decayed website or rotted. So all are same. So they are synonyms to each other. So when the content is not accessed, I will say it is decayed, it is vanished, or it is rotted or missed. So there are two. One is active and one is missing. So this is one of the examples I would like to give you. freewebs.com/KULISE, which was designed by me in the year 2004 when I was in Kumar University. When I moved to Tumkurundi as associate professor, I wanted to know whether it is accessible or not. When I typed the URL of this website, I got this message: sorry, this page was not found. Definitely, this is called a missed or decayed or rotted website because it is not accessed by the web browser. When I entered the URL, I got this message: sorry, this page was not found. So with this, we have conducted a study on various aspects of decayed web citations. Many authors across the globe have conducted many studies on decay of web citations. Many studies have been conducted. Of course, we too conducted many studies on decay of web citations. So in the year 2011, Mardani conducted a study where they found Am I audible to all? %18% of websites have gone in this study. And moreover, we too conducted a study in the year 2012 and 13 where we found that nearly 39% of our web citations have gone. Okay, so we collected some of the journals in different disciplines, in different subject domains, and we identified the number of articles published in those journals, and we have extracted number of references cited in those journal articles, and we have segregated the active websites and inactive websites. So in our study, nearly 39.84% of web citations have gone. See, just imagine if if a website has used as a citation in the article and it has gone, definitely it will be a more problem for the future researcher since it is not accessed by the researcher. So these are the different studies we have seen. So what is the implications? So WebDeck has more implications on the scholarly community. The users will not trust the web sources because once it is decayed, definitely I won't trust the websites or even web sources. The user will not get the original information because it has gone, it has been decayed. Then I cannot get the original information or original URL from the internet. The user will not get the original information. And moreover, the web sources will not be used as references in the scholarly communication because once if I use a online citation or web citation in my article and I feel that it has gone, so I feel that why should I use again the same source in my article? So that will definitely it will come in my mind. So the scholarly community will not use the web citations or web sources as references in the scholarly communication. And definitely there will be more impact on open access. Okay, so these are the implications of the WebDK and scholarly communication. Now let us see how to check the availability of the websites. Okay, I think you know very well there are two ways of checking the availability of the website. One is you can directly enter the URL of the source in the web browser. You may use Internet Explorer or even Google Chrome, any web browser you can make use of to check the availability. So directly enter the URL of the source in the web browser. Another way of checking the availability of the website is use of link checkers. Okay, so I will tell you so what exactly your link checker and how to make use of it. So a URL link checker is a tool mainly used to verify for broken URLs on a website. Some of the URL link checkers are W3C link checker. In most of our studies, we have used W3C link checkers because compared to other link checkers, they have more features. And online website link checker is another example for your link checkers. And dead link checker, web accessibility link checkers are checkers. So these are the different link checkers normally we use to check the availability of the website on the internet. So one thing is here, I will show the W3C link checker. So this is the link checker normally we use to check the availability of the website. So here there is an option, enter the address or URL of document that you would like to check. So if you enter here and you click on this check, definitely it will shows the exact error. If it is not accessible, it will show the exact error. For example, I have typed here www.freewebs.com/KUNISC. So I wanted to know whether it is accessible or not accessible. With that intention, what I did, I typed the URL of that particular website in this box. Okay, so I just clicked on this check. So when I click on this check, definitely it will show the exact error 404 not found. See, in case of a web browser, so what is the main difference between a link checker and web browser? In case of a link checker, you will get the exact error for that particular website. For instance, when I type www.freewebs.com/KULIS, I got the exact error. The exact error for this website is HTTP 404 not found. Why can't we use a web browser? Of course, you can also use web browser. If you use the web browser, what happens? It will not show the exact error. It only shows, sorry, this page was not found. So this is the main difference between the web browser as well as the link checker. Link checker shows the exact error, whether it is 404 or 4 something. But in case of web browser, it shows only, sorry, this page was not found. That's why, in my opinion, better to use the link checkers to check the accessibility of the website or even web source. Okay, so there are two ways, as I mentioned earlier. Directly you can enter the URL in the web browser, or you can use link checkers. So these are the different link checkers normally we use to check the accessibility or availability of the link or even website. So this is how you can get the errors. And another is doctor link check. So here there is an option. You can type here www.freewebs.com/Sampath Kumar. If you simply click on stop check, definitely it shows the error. So here it showed 404 not found. The beauty of the link checker is that it will give the exact error, whereas a browser will not give the exact error. Simply it shows page not found if it is not accessible. So another checker we have used, that is a dead link checker. So here also, if I type any website, simply I have typed my own website www.freewebs.com/Sampath Kumar. So I got this message 404 not found. See, today you may access a website. Tomorrow there is no guarantee that the same website is available online. So if it is decayed, if it is not accessible, we can say that's called web decay. So decay is a process whereby the website may disappear over a period of web decay. And moreover, it has a lot of impact on the scholarly community, because as a researcher, as a faculty, you might have published a number of articles and you have cited some of the web sources as citations in the reference list, thinking that it will be there forever. And after a few years, whatever the websites you have used as references in the reference list, they may disappear. So definitely it will have a lot of impact on the future researcher. A future researcher cannot access the web sources that you have cited in the reference list. That should not happen. If it has happened, that indicates that's a web decay. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, the web browser simply shows a message, sorry, this page was not found. Okay. So these are the different errors normally we can see. So here, I think as a engineering faculty, you know very well about the HTTP error codes, maybe HTTP 300. This code informs the client that the requested resource has different chassis and all chassis cannot be resolved into one. And maybe another code is, error is 301, that is moved permanently. This code indicates that the requested resource has been sent to a new URL and it redirects client to a new location for the requested resource. And another more popular error that we see is 302, moved temporarily. So this code indicates that a new temporary location has been assigned to the resource. And HTTP 404, bad request. The request contained bad syntax so that the server could not understand the request. And 401, HTTP 401, unauthorized. Few web resources require a username and password to process it. 403, this code indicates that the failure of the operation for the request due to unreadability of a file or net. And moreover, HTTP 404, most of the faculty or the users of the internet might have seen this message, HTTP 404, page not found. This code indicates that the server has not found anything matching with the requested URL. Okay, so 410 gone. This code indicates that the requested resource is no longer available on the server and will not be available again. And another error code normally we see is HTTP 504, gateway timeout. This code indicates that internal servers are unable to receive an in-time response from the unstreamed server. So 450, 503, many codes normally, many errors we see when we use internet. So what we have to do? The question is here, when the website has been decayed or it is not accessible, so what to do? So any alternative to access the decayed web citation or decayed web source or decayed website? Yes, there is a chance of recovering the missing web citation using the Internet Archives. So Internet Archive is a non-profit library of millions of free books, movies, software, music, websites, and many more. Okay, so these are the different web archives we have traced. during a couple of days back. Australia's web archive started in the year 1996 in Australia. It's a national web archive. So another very important web archive is Government of Canada Canada Web Archive. So by Canada in the year 2005, it's a national and governmental web archive. So another very important web archive that we use today for various purpose, I mean for accessing the Decay website is Internet Archive. Normally it is called Wayback Machine, started in year 1996 in USA. It's an international service provider. Internet Memory Foundation by France, it's also an international service provider. Japan Web Archiving Project started in the year 2004 by Japanese, it's a national. So these are the different web archives normally you can use to recover the missing, decayed, rotted URLs or websites or web sources or online citations. So once a website has been decayed, nothing to worry. Definitely these web archives can be used to access the decayed web citations. So let us see about the Wayback Machine. It is an ideal tool to recover the decayed web citations. As I mentioned earlier, it is a free online source or resource that was created in the year 1996. It helps to build a digital repository of digital library of web pages. It offers permanent and free access to researchers, historians, scholars, and the general public. Normally, it is a boon for the research scholars because if you are unable to access a website using a link checker or a web browser, you can make use of Wayback Machine to retrieve the decayed web citation or decayed web source using these programs. So definitely it's a boon for us where you can access the decayed web source or online source using the Wayback Machine, I mean Internet Archive. So it contains nearly 330 billion web pages, unimaginable, 20 billion books and text, 4.5 million audio recordings, 4 million videos, and more than 3 million images and 2 lakh software programs. They archive these information in this. So let us see how to use a web archive. Okay, so the URL is web.archive.org. So if you just type this URL in the web browser, definitely you will get this page. See, the Internet Archive or Wayback Machine explore more than 439 billion web pages saved over time. So if you won't access the particular website, you take that URL, type the URL in this search box, then click on search. Definitely the decayed URL can be accessed. I will take my own example. So a couple of years back, I designed my own website, Sampath Kumar website. I mean freewebs.com/Sampath Kumar. So later I couldn't retrieve this website. What I did, I used this Wayback Machine to recover my web pages because I have lost my laptop and I didn't have any files related to my web page. So I thought that better to design another website. So later my friend told that there is a web archive where we can use that web archive to recover the missing or decayed websites. That's why I typed my own website, freewebs.com/Sampath Kumar, and I was so surprised to know that it was saved 9 times between August 22nd, 2009 and November 6, 2018. So I was so surprised and I was so happy to know that my own website was archived in Wayback Machine for more than 9 times between 2009 to 2018. So just I clicked on this 2018. So I got this message November 6, 2018 at this time. Okay, so just if you click on this, I got my old website. Really, I felt very happy to see my own website, which was recovered by Wayback Machine because I have lost all files. And of course, my old laptop was not working, so I couldn't get my old files. But because of this Wayback Machine, I could recover the decayed or rotted website and my own website. It was between, it is there, I got it in the year September 25th, 2014. So this is how you can recover any missing website or web source using this Wayback Machine. Okay. So we too explored various studies on the percentage of recovered websites in the Wayback Machine. Many people have conducted many studies, and they found that more than 11%, 12%, 70% of the website can be recovered using Wayback Machine. I'm not. There is no guarantee that all the websites can be recovered using the Wayback Machine. Okay, so only few websites can be recovered according to these studies. In my own study, Sampath Kumar, Vinay Kumar, as well as Sampath Kumar, Prithviraj, where we could recover nearly 58.23% of decayed web citations. So thanks to Wayback Machine, at least we could recover more than 50% of decayed web citations using the Wayback Machine. And in the year 2018, 17, another study conducted by my good friend Vinay Kumar, where he recovered nearly 58.81% of decayed web citations. At least we can recover some of the websites using this Wayback Machine. So as I mentioned earlier, we have published many articles in this area, and we have given a fancy title which was published in the Journal of Informatics by Elsewhere, HTTP 404 page. Within the parentheses, we have put not found, recovery of decayed URL citations. Why we have put not within the parentheses? Because there is a web archive which helps you to recover the decayed web citations. That's why we have put HTTP 404 page found. Within the parentheses, we have put not, because more than 50% of missed web citations have been recovered using the Wayback Machine. That's why we have put that not in the parentheses, and we submitted to the Elsewhere. It was published in there maybe in the 2013. So recovery of decayed URL citations. Of course, my good friends can make use of this Wayback Machine to recover the web citations which have missed or which have been decayed, so that you can recover the same using this Wayback Machine. So another articles was published in Journal of Information Science by I think says bringing life to dead. See how meticulously we have given the title to the article, bringing life to the dead, because if it is decay, we feel that it's dead. But using Wayback Machine, you can give life to that. Bringing life to dead, a role of Wayback Machine in retrieving vanished URLs. Okay, so you can definitely work on this area as an engineer faculty. You can work on that. You can also publish many papers in highly reputed journals, as well as in conferences. Okay, only application side we have worked on that. And another articles we have published, Wayback Machine, reincarnation to vanished online citation, which was published in Emerald. It's like that, more than 40 articles we have published in Elsewhere, Says, as well as Emerald. I don't want to say we have published more of articles. I wanted to tell you this Wayback Machine can be used to recover many missing, rotted, decayed web citations. So we can work on that. Definitely you will come to know the importance of Wayback Machine. Because of those publications, we got more citations, 825, and H-index has gone to 15. So thanks to Wayback Machine, thanks to my research scholars, we have done wonderful work to do work in this area, and we could get more citations because of this Wayback Machine. Okay, I will take your own example. So can we see how many times your college website have been archived by Wayback Machine? With that curiosity, yesterday I typed this URL, http://newhorizonindia.edu. I wanted to know how many times it was archived. See, your webmaster, I don't know who is a webmaster, who is maintaining this website is a webmaster. If he has lost this website, okay, if he has lost it, he may have another copy. Definitely he will load the same to the web again. But one thing is, here the Wayback Machine will help the webmaster to get it back from its own server. See here, I have typed newhorizonindia.edu. So I was so happy to inform you that the New Horizon India, New Horizon College of Engineering has archived or saved nearly 267 times between 2001 to 2020. 2001 to 2020. Okay, So here you can see here from 2001 to 2020, it was saved nearly 267 times. 267 times. Even if you ask your own webmaster, let me know, let me see the earlier website which was published on the web in the year 2001, they may not have the copy of that. But in case of web vision, you can see the earlier websites of this college. If you want to see how it was in the year 2001, you can see the website. How it was in the year 2013, you can see that. How it was in the 2015, you can see. That's the beauty of the web archive. I mean, Wayback Machine. I will show some of the slides. See here on 25th February 2011, how it was. Okay, it was like this. On 21st of February 2011, your college website was like this. You may not have the copy of the same in your server. Of course, I am not telling you may not have. Definitely, the webmaster will not have the copy of the site, but using this Wayback Machine, you can get it from the web archive. See here, I am not accessing this college website from your own college URL. I am accessing from webarchive.org/web and some here. So from this, I am getting this earlier web page, so which was uploaded to the web during February 2011. Okay, and if you click on this 2001, you will see how it was. If you click on this 2002, you will see the website of your college which was there in the year 2002. Okay, only few slides I have only few websites have retrieved. So this was the website of this college which was uploaded in the year 2015, March 16, 2015. Okay, so it was retrieved from the web archive. See, is web archive or a web application not our relative? See how meticulously they have saved our files in their server, so that if you lost your own website, nothing to worry, you can access the same file from the Wayback Machine. Okay, so I'm not talking only about the website. You just think of the online resources, because some of the resources I have used in my article. So I must in a position to provide the information at any time to the future researcher. If they are not accessible, definitely they feel very bad. Sir, whatever the articles, whatever the references you have cited in the reference list, all of them are not accessible. Then what I can say, if they are not accessible, you can use the Wayback Machine or Internet Archive to recover the decayed websites or web resources. So like that, definitely the Wayback Machine will help the researchers, faculty members, especially webmasters, to recover the decayed web citations. So this is the website of your college, which was hosted on the web in the year 2015. Here it is your website which was hosted in the year 2011. Just you ask your webmaster, they may not have this copy. Definitely you can browse using your web, using the web archive. So it's another slide. So it was accessed in the year 2015. Okay, so it was your website which was uploaded to the internet or the web in the year 2015. So this is how we can access. See, this is the latest website of your college, September 26, 2020. So recently it has been archived, and I retrieved the same from the web archive. Like this, nearly 267 times. Nearly 267 times the website of your college was saved, was archived in the Wayback Machine. Not only your college, Tumkuru's Institute of Mysore, maybe any website, any web source, any URL, all are saved or all are archived in this particular Wayback Machine. So that we can recover the decayed web citations. So another question you may ask, sir, recently I have come across one website which is not saved in the Wayback Machine. Can I include manually? Can I save it manually? Definitely. The Wayback Machine has made a provision for the internet users to include any website manually to its server. So here there is an option save page now. So recently I have designed my own website sampathkumar.info, which was not archived by the Wayback Machine, because we know very well only 30 to 40% of the website might have archived in the Wayback Machine. Not all, not all. So among those websites, my website has not included in the Wayback Machine. What I did manually, I have saved my website in this Wayback Machine. So for that, what you have to do, just to open Wayback Machine homepage. So there is an option save page now. Save page now. So here, if you type the URL of the website, definitely it will be saved. Later, you can access it. So a couple of months back, I saved my own website, which was archived only 2 times, because recently I have uploaded this website to the internet, and only 2 times it was saved in the Wayback Machine. So saved 2 times between August 8, 2018 to June 4, 2020. So this is how you can save your own website or college website or institution website to the Wayback Machine, so that it will be saved permanently. Even if you have lost your laptop, if you have lost your phone, your server, something has happened to your server, definitely you can access the same file using the Wayback Machine. So that's the beauty of this Wayback Machine. So this is how it looks on June 4th, June 2020. It's not accessed from sampathkumar.info. It is accessed from the Wayback Machine. If I have lost my own files, definitely I can access the same from this particular Wayback Machine. So like that, there are various web archives are there on the internet. Normally we are working with the Wayback Machine, and another internet archive is Pandora. It is a national web archive for the preservation of Australia's online publications. It was established by National Library of Australia in the 1996. You can also make use of Pandora. It has been built in collaboration with Australian state libraries and cultural collecting organizations. So this is the homepage of Pandora. So definitely you can also make use of this particular web archive to access the missing. This is another webcitation.org, and another web archive is time travel. So you can also make use of this web archive to recover the decay or missing web sources or websites. But normally what we have to do while citing the websites in the reference list, what we have to do, I think I know very well, all of you are doing wonderful research, and you have been publishing many articles in national international journal articles. When you are going to cite the web sources in the reference list, what you have to do, the citation, the web content should include full bibliographic information. So don't simply type www.sampathkumar.info or something. So you have to type the full information. If the author is there, please type the author, give the author name. Publisher is there, please give the publisher. If the date of access, you have to provide it, and full URL you have to provide. The citation to the web content should include the full bibliographic information. Then only you can access it. Author should test the web source for their availability, for its availability. See, if you want to cite a website as a reference in the reference list, before that, please check that whether it is accessible or not accessible. If it is not accessible, you can make use of the Wayback Machine to recover the same, and whatever the URL you have got it from the Wayback Machine, you have to cite the same. Otherwise, the future researcher will not get your source that you have mentioned in the reference list. So you need to test the web source for its availability. If it is available, you can put it as it is. If it's not accessible, please you can recover it from the web archive or Wayback Machine, and please try to put the URL that has been given in the Wayback Machine. And webmaster is a person who designs and hosts the website on the web, should not use lengthy URLs. So better to use short URLs while creating web sources. Okay. The authors need to cite the scholarly information from the authentic web documents. That's very important. there is a need to check the accessibility status of URLs before citing them in the scholarly work. And moreover, if a URL citation is not accessible, what you have to do, as I already told, the author may use any internet archive. You may use any internet archive like Pandora or other web archives to recover the web source. Then only you can access the same. It is suggested that editors or editorial staff of the journals need to check the URL citations cited in the article submitted to the editorial board. Normally, when you submit an article to the journal editorial board needs to check the accessibility of the web citations that have been used in the reference list. So before publishing the article, it is necessary to check the accessibility. After checking the accessibility, they have to publish the article. The URL check should confirm the accessibility, and this shall be one of the criteria for acceptance of the articles. So I think some of the library professionals are there. What's our role? Because the faculty may not aware of the web archives, the faculty may not aware of the link checkers. So what is our role? So we need to conduct the orientation program among the faculty, researchers, students, and other people. How to cite the web sources in the scholarly literature. So what exactly decay? Why there is a decay? And what is the implication of decay on the scholarly content? So what are the link checkers? What are the internet archives? And how to recover the missing web citations or missing web resources using the web archives? And how to archive your own web source in the web archives? So many faculty, many librarians may not aware of the web archives because they don't know how to archive my own website, library website, or institution website in the web archive. So as a library professionals, you can create awareness among the faculty, not only among the faculty, you can also create awareness among the librarians where they can archive their own website. It may be related to library website, it may be related to library, it may be related to their institution, or it may be related to some other journal articles, because there's no guarantee that this journal article is available every time. It may be decayed, it cannot be accessed after a period of time. Then what we have to do? We have to create awareness among the faculty, researchers, students, as well as librarians, how to archive the web sources in the web archives, maybe in the web machine or in Pandora, any other web machines. So with this, I will need to conclude. So internet archive plays a very important role, of course, significant role in archiving the websites. However, as I mentioned earlier, it covers only a portion of the web, because many studies have found that only 40 to 50% of our websites can be recovered using the Wayback Machine, because 100% of the web citations cannot be recovered using Wayback Machine. It's a disadvantage. Only portion of the websites can be recovered. It will not frequently monitor the changes in the content of the web pages. Every day, the website cannot be archived in the Wayback Machine. I will tell you. So here, see just, yes, see here. So here, this shows how many times the website has been archived. In January, the website has not saved in the Wayback Machine. In February, no. In March, only one time. On 11th March, it was saved. In April, on 20th, it was saved. Okay, only that much. Okay, so during 8 months, only 2 times a web page was saved in the Internet Archive or Wayback Machine. So we know very well it's unimaginable. It is not possible to imagine how many websites are available. See, at least portion of the websites can be stored in the Wayback Machine. So here only the Internet Archive or any web archive can store or save the portion of the websites. So it will not frequently monitor the changes in the content of the website. We need to save the page to archive manually, because if your institution website, if your college website has not saved in the web archive, you can save the same manually in the web. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. So thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my views with the web archives as well as web decay. Only the application side I have mentioned, not technical side, because how web archives are designed, how they are programmed. So this they are not related to our profession. I have mentioned only how these web archives can be used to access the Decay web citations or Decay web resources that have been used in your articles. Definitely, you can make use of various web archives to recover the missing web citations or Decay web citations. So thank you so much. I thank the principal of this college and all the faculty members, and also special thanks to Anita for giving me this opportunity to share my views with my learned colleagues. Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sampath. It was really a beautiful presentation and very unique theme. What is web decay and state or a process of routing, decomposition, and active web page versus missing website, then implications of web decay, then you have explained URL link checkers, recovery of missing website, and role of LIS profession with respect to web decay and internet archives. Beautifully you have completed, even though you had initially the technical problems. You are very soon you have changed your device and you have presented very well. So I request any participants, if you have any doubts or any question, you can text it in a chat box so that Mr. Sampath will give a reply for it. So anybody have any doubt or any questions?
Some faculty have sent their questions in the chat box. I will go through the queries and I will try my level best to answer for the same.
Yeah. Chat box, I think you have some queries.
1 minute.
Yeah, many people have requested a PPT.
Yes, send the PPT. Definitely, I will send the PPT. Just to visit sampathkumar.info. I have uploaded my PPTs in my website. You can download it.
Okay, very nice. So all the participants can visit Sampath Kumar web page. So he has uploaded in his web page PPTs. So you can download it.
So one faculty have asked what leads to the web decay?
What leads to web decay?
So I have clearly mentioned here. I will show again. So implication of web decay. See, if the website has decayed, the user will not trust the web sources, because I have used one website or one web browser in my reference list. If it is decayed, I will not trust the web sources. Another one is user will not get the version information because it is decayed. It is not at all accessible from the web. Then you cannot access the version information. The web source will not be used as a references in the scholarly communication, because once it is lost, I feel that it's not accessible. Why should I use this web source as a reference in my reference list? So these are all the implications on the implications of web decay. And moreover, there may be the people will not trust the open access, because open access is there where anybody can access it. If once the article or a book which is available online for free of cost is not accessible after a period of time, definitely we will not trust the open access. Okay? So this will happen in the scholarly community if the website has decay.
Any questions? Anybody else? I hope the way you have explained that things are very clear to all the participants. On behalf of New Horizon Education Institution, my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Sampath Kumar, who has presented very well on the topic. My heartfelt thanks to you, Mr. Sampath.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
And my thanks goes to all the faculty members from New Horizon College of Engineering, New Horizon College, Marathali, New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. And last but not the least, there are other professional colleagues also have joined this session. Thank you so much, all the library professionals for joining for this session. Thank you. Thank you one and all.
Thank you.